How y'all doing? This first video is going to be about West Virginia government employees fired after investigation into Nazi salute, and more than 30 candidate staff members were fired. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice has spoken about this and was definitely offended by the pictures, and they are clearly doing a neo-Nazi salute. Now, in the Army-Navy game recently, there was some gestures that were done, but they didn't came to no full conclusions. But there was something that was suspect, and I did not touch that video again because there was some suspect behavior. For anyone even bring it up, led you think there was something there. But this one cannot be disputed, as they're clearly doing the neo-Nazi salute. You ask yourself, why would government employees and cadets do this knowingly and openly? What would be their purpose? Well, their purpose is because they feel they got white privilege and power and they don't feel no repercussions. And living in that, being in that state, being through that area, there is a mindset of good old boyism, throwbackism, and accepting racism and lynchings and everything else like it's nothing to it. So this is just the latest in history. Remember 400 years ago in Virginia, first slaves coming through there. So they have a history. But this here, to show this reflection of Hitler and Trumpism and so on and so forth, has just been building up. There's open clanism in all walks of life. All walks of life. There is nothing that is exempt from it. The sad reality is when people are in denial and try to say, oh, well, that was then, this happens then. This is in broad daylight. And when they're doing neo-Nazi salutes as government officials, as cadets, in pretty important jobs, what is the laugh? What is the joke? What is the roast? They're doing it in a gesture because they know they can get away with it. They feel comfortable with it. And they're pretty much saying they're white and they have privilege and they dare anyone to oppose their point of view. So that's kind of how it really goes down. But the governor, Jim Justice, did speak out against it. And they got some of these employees fired and suspensions, etc. And I said, well, you need to do that in all walks of life because you need to know what you are dealing with. When we talk about racism, police brutality, we're talking about higher up offices. People should be held accountable for their behaviors and their actions. This racism is taught and passed down like a recipe for disaster and divisiveness, but this is what happens. But it's good that they did something about it because often than not, it gets swept underneath the carpet and no one does a thing about it. So I will give West Virginia government that the people got them fired for that because that needs to be dealt with. All right, that's my thoughts. It takes about West Virginia employees being fired after doing a neo-Nazi salute, more than 30 of them, cadets and members. Give me your thoughts and your take. Feel free to hit that like, hit the subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. You have a good day. Peace.